Okay, how are you guys today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for viewing this video. It is once again with our good friend James Lovett. I don't know what's going on with lately in his life. Clearly, I'm not, well, let's watch the video and you'll see what I mean.
It's your boy, the Bad Wolf. Oh man, I really think I should start a bloopers film. Oh man, alright. So, in this particular video, it is going to be about proof of the U.S. national status. Alright? Now, I did this in a previous video, probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I covered this in a previous video as well, I believe. But this is his newest one, so I am covering it, and I'm probably going to be talking about, because it's going to sound like I'm repeating myself.
2 years ago, but some of y'all ain't going back 2 years worth of my videos, so it kind of hurts a little bit right here. This is also for the people out there who are like, those people are over there calling themselves sovereign citizens. No, we don't call ourselves sovereign citizens. That's what you trolls want to say, because you guys want to stir the pot. Which is probably because most of them work for the government, or you're just, I don't know, inept or whatever else. Either way.
Well, I mean, whether or not I'm trolling him, that's his opinion. He doesn't have to agree with the moniker of sovereign citizen, but he falls squarely in the definition.
Anyway, this channel's for U.S. nationals, so why even come here looking for some materials to be like, oh, this is what they said. All right, but fine. Don't change the channel.
I'm here to make sure that the information you're giving is correct. I am an impartial Canadian observer. I just want to make sure you're giving out the right information, James.
Use all this footage and put that on your channel for your viewers, all right? So let's get going. All right, so we are on the fam.state.gov website. What does FAM stand for? Foreign Affairs Manual from the state government. Okay, so .gov. It's a real domain. Check it out.
Okay, well, let's just have a look. Let's see what he's talking about here. So I'm just going to do fam.state.gov. Okay, so this is what I get. So what are we doing? Let's search U.S. national. Holy crap.
Under /FAM/08 FAM.
Hold on, James. Hold on. I'm just, okay, I'm probably gonna edit this a little bit.
Website. What does FAM stand for? Foreign Affairs Manual from the state government. Okay, so .gov, it's a real domain. Check it out. When you get there, this is going to be under /FAM/08 FAM/08 FAM. Again, then it's going to go 050502.html. I was the one who brought this information out here first.
Okay, I'm just going to take a look here at that website. Sorry, I tried to be a little bit more prepared. Okay, so let's see, fam.state.gov/FAM/08 FAM/08 FAM 050502.html. And it's looking, and it's looking, it's looking. Okay, endorsement code procedures. That
already from me, so let's just put it all out there, hey? All right, let's check it out. So as you scroll down, this is the particular section of the thousands of pages, or hundreds of pages, whatever it is, for this whole big manual on how to deal with foreign affairs when conducting yourself using the passport card and or book. So let's call that to the top first. For the naysayers, okay, so Office of Origin, CAPPTS-A. updated 10/19/2020, so not that long ago. All right. This is for the endorsement code procedures. So your book that says endorsement code, usually number 27 or 35, depending on which size book you have and when it was printed. Endorsement means officially stamped, typed, written. Okay, I won't go through the whole thing. Endorsed passports that indicate they are valid for a period of time. The bearer has a certain status.
Ooh.
3, there is some other relevant information about the bearer of the passport. Now, I'm not going to bore you like in the old school video I have on this one, where I go through each one of these things and break it down. But these things must meet the U.S. government's objectives, these passports, all right? So for you individuals out there who are talking about the sovereign, there's no such thing. For my people and for the trolls out there is no such thing as a sovereign citizen.
Ooh, I think we hit a nerve. Yeah, James, I don't really care that you don't consider yourself a sovereign citizen. You are one. You fit well within the definition. So, I mean, it perfectly describes what you are. You believe that you are sovereign unto yourself and that certain U.S. laws don't apply to you. That is what a sovereign citizen is. So that's what you are. If you don't like the name, I'm sorry, but it's not up to you.
By law, there is no status. There's no naturalization of a Saturn citizen.
I never said there was. Nobody ever said there was. I'm not the only person covering sovereign citizens on YouTube. Nobody says that it's a legal term. In fact, they say quite the opposite.
And there is not
Thank you.
a sovereign citizen as so declared by the Department of State. There is no classification. You are either a U.S. citizen or you are a non-citizen U.S. national, which is synonymous with U.S. national. Okay?
He is correct there. I will give him that. He is absolutely correct in what he just said.
That's it. You might have some citizens out there doing some sovereign stuff, calling themselves that, but don't call people who don't call themselves that, okay? Because there's plenty of things I can call you.
Come at me, bro. Come at me. I'm right here. I'm on YouTube.
I would probably be right compared to how wrong you guys are about me and the people on our channel. So let's keep going. All right, so list of the current endorsements that can be on your card. D for diplomatic. All right. CD stands for courtesy diplomatic passport card, just means passport card. O means official passports. N means no regular fee passport.
Right. So these are the different types of passports that are available in the United States. I will cover that after the video. We'll go through it.
R, regular passport. S, service passport. All means all types of passports. So now, specifically, let's go down to, and we're not going to read through all that. If you guys want to read it, I gave you the link on how to get here. It's just in foreign.
He said it specifically, like he said it out loud, which is fine. I got to the same place, but I will be courteous enough and actually put the actual link to the Foreign Affairs Minister website in the description of this video.
Affairs manual. You can search or scroll for a really long time. Saves you the hassle. All right. So let's shut these naysayers up right here. First of all, you can go to the Department of State and look up the certificate for a non-citizen U.S. national. It'll be on there. Okay. They don't usually like to give those out because if you consider yourself to be a U.S. national, then you are what you are. They don't need to tell you what you are if you know what you are. Okay. But
what?
For legal purposes, it is there. It is available, and you can request it. They just may or may not fulfill that because, like I said, they don't feel the need to tell you that you are that person. But here, under the code 09 for all types of passports, okay, the bearer is a United States national or a U.S. national. Why so glum, chum? Yeah,
I'm not glum.
Here it is. United States national and not a United States citizen. Does he?
That's right, because all United States citizens are U.S. nationals, but not all U.S. nationals are United States citizens. Okay? Keep that in mind.
Choose to be a U.S. citizen under the corporation if you want, or you can leave it in a pending status by not utilizing it. Still means you have to decide, but it means you're not currently active in that particular jurisdiction or citizen status at that time, depending on where you are, who you're talking to, an officer, what identification you have on you. Okay, you're with me. Are you following along now? Nice. Okay.
Wow. Sarcasm.
So once again, the bearer of this card is a U.S. national and not a United States citizen. Okay. Dot. Placed in a passport book issued to a U.S. writer. Bang. U.S. national. Matter of fact, I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, please do.
Because I'm not all technical savvy and stuff, but here we go. Hopefully you can see this. Sorry for the lines. It just is what it is.
James, you really need to improve your setup. This is ridiculous. I mean, come on. I'm new to this too. I'm brand new. A brand new channel. But I do a better job on my videos than you do. I mean, this is ridiculous, James. Come on. Well, come into the 21st century.
Here. I don't hear it. Okay. If that wasn't good enough for you, then go to the website yourself. I gave you the address. Oh, but wait. Some of those trolls are out there for paying for clicks, and that's why they got to harass people out here trying to show people rights and freedoms.
I don't get any clicks. I'm sorry. It sucks for me, but that's the way it is.
Do your job. Get those YouTube clicks. Because you're about the money, and we're about the information. We're not the same. So.
Oh, no, I'm about the information too, James, because I want to make sure that what you're saying is factually correct. Because most of the time, it is not.
Place in the passport book. So this is if it's in a book. Issued to a U.S. national who is not a citizen. Point 2, U.S. nationals will be printed instead of USA on the front of the passport card. Now, I happen to know that this is old and outdated because they came up with the decision to only use just the word USA. They're not going to entertain you specifically wanting to have the U.S. national title on yours, whereas other people have it. So that's why in another video I requested if anybody has the old school card or book that has U.S. national on there instead of USA, feel free to send me a picture of that card with your information redacted, of course. But I would never use your information. But just
same goes for me. If anybody has a U.S. citizen passport, send me a picture that says U.S. national on it. I'd love to see it. I mean, I'm not saying they don't exist. I'll explain, but I want to see one.
Just for everybody's on the same playing field. So if you have that one where it says that, send me a copy of that. I will display it here in confidence with your name and information redacted. If you don't send it that way, I will protect people. I protect people who give me inside information tips all the way across the board. I will present your information. If I can, if you can validate it to me, I will share it. As long as it's not national security or anything like that, I'm not drawing smoke for that. But if it's within reason and just some generally known insider information, I will share it, but nothing critical, okay? Because I'm not.
Right. No information that can be verified or peer-reviewed or anything of that. Please, just give me straight secondhand knowledge. That's all he's interested in.
Non-belligerent, non-combatant, and neutral in the world, okay? Especially from here in our private little nation.
I was kidding about that. If you do have actual citations to provide about what he's talking about at any time, because he doesn't, please share.
Nation. So, going on. Prior to the creation of this endorsement in 1992, the bearer's status as a non-citizen U.S. national was indicated by circling the word national or crossing out the word citizen in the secretary's message on the signature page of the passport, U.S. passport. Now, I also know they've changed that. They no longer have a secretary's message on the passport like you just said back in 92. Those are old ones. I think I had that one, or I may still have that one somewhere in one of my files. But they got rid of the message, and as always, guys, when you fill out the DS11 itself, do not circle or underline anything in the box that could be considered a federal offense because you're tampering with the oath, okay? Which is why they give you the ability for remedy to utilize the explanatory statements, all right? And we already have all that covered in there for those people who've already bought the statement and used it and loved it. Obviously, it speaks for itself. But if you
Bought? Is he selling this? That's a little odd.
haven't, you either should get one or create your own. And please, for the love of God, guys, I mean, anybody can sell theirs or a version of mine, which I've already seen out there, for whatever, but don't pay too much money for these things. I mean, you know, a couple $100.
So I've been to his website and I've seen what he sells. I mean, I wonder if he's paying taxes on that. Interesting.
This is within a realm of reasonable. I've heard people asking $900 or $1,000, and half the time I look at theirs and it's a version of mine that has been, you know, edited out, all to hell, using all kind of weird stuff in there. So unfortunately, if you get got, that's just what it is. Sorry, you didn't find me in time. But like I said, you don't need anybody's. You don't even need mine. You can make your own if you sit down and put all of your information like this, information on the codes that they use, and just, you know, really sit down and create your declaration. That's what they're asking for. It's just, mine's about like 8-9 pages worth of all their information, including some of this and more, proving without a shadow of a doubt our status.
So he's saying that he has 8 or 9 pages of documentation proving that he's a sovereign citizen or he's a U.S. national. Yeah, we're just gonna, let's watch the end of the video and we'll explain.
But I do know some people who have merely created their own from the tidbits I've given throughout all of these videos and were successful at it, and that's a proven thing. Okay, and so, like I said, the biggest thing is you guys self-govern. But if you don't have the time, you're not that savvy with learning codes and where to look, then by all means, you know, get one from somebody or get one from mine. Available on blacksite32.com. Otherwise, guys, yeah. So it goes on to talk about all of their different codes. So this is not. It's not like I'm giving away something like that's super secret or I hack some database. No, not at all. This is, you just got to know where to look. And like I said, I'm a very good sleuth when it comes to this. I've literally had people on other channels contact me for this information. I've had people who were wealthy ask me to fill out their applications and passports and stuff.
That's sad. I mean, keep in mind, this man has absolutely no qualifications to do any of what he's talking about. He does not work for the United States Passport Bureau or whatever you call it. Regardless if he knows his information or not, nobody should be getting this man to fill out their legal paperwork for them. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And especially if he charges for it, that's really unethical, man.
For them, I kind of know a little something about what I'm doing. I don't know everything, by no means. No man does, especially all of this. I just happen to...
No, there are people that know everything about this. That's perfectly possible. There are people that have been working with passports their entire lives, and I'm sure there are people that know about this. So it is possible to know everything about passports. Just saying.
You know a little bit about a lot of stuff. So,
which makes him incredibly dangerous.
And then it goes on to talk about if you're an ambassador, when it expires, blah, 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 and other good, it's just good reading if you guys want to learn what...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's all very nice, James. So let's take a look at what he is talking about here. Okay, so there's all this stuff here. Yes, you have a diplomatic passport, courtesy diplomatic passport, passport card, official passport. All these things are real. I'm not saying that they're not. But he doesn't really know what he's referring to. He calls himself a U.S. national. So this is U.S. Passport Service Guide. This is not a .gov account, .gov website. There is nothing on the passport website about the various types of passports because only civilians can request a passport. This passport, the regular passport, is the only passport that is available to civilians. So let's read this here, okay? So a regular passport is issued to American citizens and nationals. I never said that U.S. nationals was a fake thing. It is real. Okay, so U.S. nationals who may or may not be U.S. citizens. Nationals who are not granted citizenships are those who are born in either American Samoa or Swains Island. Those are U.S. territories. Those people are U.S. nationals, but they are not U.S. citizens. They are simply residents of a U.S. territory. The regular passport is often referred to as tourist passport, although it is also used by those who travel for business, study, work, and other purposes. Pretty self-explanatory. I've got a regular passport too. Granted, it's Canadian. But the next passport that they talk about is the official passport. Official passport is used by people that are issued by an employee or official of the U.S. government traveling abroad to carry out official duties. So when I was in the military, the Canadian military, I was issued, not only did I have my civilian passport, my regular passport like everybody else, but I was also issued an official passport. In Canada, it's green, not brown like this one, not like the American passport, but it was an official passport that I used when I traveled in the capacity as a soldier. Okay. So that's what we used when we traveled as soldiers, was the official green passport. In Canada. In the United States, it's brown. Okay, so normal citizens cannot apply for an official passport because, frankly, they have no reason for it. Okay, so they don't even have access, they don't have the ability to apply for one. And then there's diplomatic passport. Diplomatic passport is issued for foreign service officers or to persons having diplomatic status because of his or her status traveling abroad, carrying out diplomatic duties on behalf of the United States government. Pretty self-explanatory, right? If you're a diplomat in any capacity, you have a diplomatic passport. Those are the three passports available in the United States. Okay, the regular passport is the only one that's available to civilians, and it is issued to U.S. citizens and U.S. nationals. All U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, but not all U.S. nationals are U.S. citizens. So I'm going to go to this website here. I've been to this website before. I've got some information from them before. This is an immyhelp.com. It's an immigration help, obviously. Very self-explanatory. They help international travelers or international achieve legal immigration to the United States, either through green card, visa, insurance, or green card or visa with insurance and experience, blah, blah, blah. They walk people through the whole thing. So this is on their website. It gives the definition of what a U.S. national is. This is what I said before, all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals. But there are some U.S. nationals who are not U.S. citizens. Therefore, this article discusses only U.S. nationals that are not U.S. citizens. A U.S. national is a person born in or having ties with outlying possessions of the United States, which, as of 2019, refers only to American Samoa and Swains Island. Okay, granted, this is not an official government website, but unfortunately, I couldn't find a .gov website that explained the difference between U.S. national and U.S. citizen. So I had to rely on outside help. But this is what I found. Check it out. I will put the links in the description. You can read it for yourself. But what James is referring to is just, it's nonsense. It makes no difference. A U.S. citizen is a U.S. national. Okay? So what he's talking about is just, he's trying to make a distinction where none exists. That's his problem. And that's the issue with a lot of these people that go around being sovereign citizens, is they think that they're special because they think that they found some kind of loophole in the American legal system that gives them extra rights or extra privileges because of some certain status that they've made up. Okay? There is no difference between a U.S. national and a U.S. citizen. Okay? So let's just put it away. For crying out loud, James, there is no difference. You're trying to make a distinction where none exists. So, right. Thanks. Talk to you later.